JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, police seize gun in Clarendon, man in custody. A man was arrested in relation to the seizure of a gun and the several rounds of ammunition on White Road, Hayes, in Clarendon on Tuesday, January 18. Reports from the Hayes police are that about 8:30 p.m., a police team was conducting a targeted raid when they observed a man fleeing. He was accosted and searched, and a Taurus 9mm pistol with 12 9mm rounds of ammunition taken from his waistband. He was subsequently arrested. Investigations continue. Girl 7 in grief as mom she prayed to be safe chopped to death. 7-year-old Daniela often prayed God would keep her mother, 25-year-old Shadi Foster, safe. Now the young girl and the rest of her family are looking to him for strength to cope with Foster's gruesome murder. Her body was found by residents of Petersfield Tuesday morning. There was a chop wound to her head. Her body was discovered in Bastard Cedar Walk, just meters from the Petersfield Wesleyan Holiness Church. Me can't believe them kill Shadi and leave her roadside. Me husband just died in August from COVID, and then this happened, her distraught grandmother, Melva Mary said. She said although Foster lived on Wharf Road in the parish, she visited often. She come here every day, and her mother make sure she never leave without a bag. She usually come with two of her children because her oldest one live here, but she didn't come yesterday, Mary said. Shadi was a very bright girl, very smart. Her mother was even planning to send her back to school. Me sorry she dead this way. Me sorry for the children to know them lose their mother this way, she added. Mary said Naila would pray for her mother each day during family devotion. Every day little girl pray for her mother. Every single day she asked God to keep her mother safe and to help her to stop drinking, she said. The family believes Foster was drinking the night before she died. She drinking no, but whatever happened, she never deserved to dead that way. The mother saw her last night and sent her home, but she said she never ready and she left and went to Petersfield. We do I don't know. I don't know why them kill her, Mary said. A family friend, who only gave his name as Anthony, said he was gutted at the news of Foster's death. Me a town man, but when me come Westman at this year house me come, and then people here feed me and take care of me. So me and Shadi grew up and she used to look out for me. Me cry man when me hear say she dead. Them never have to kill her, he railed. One resident of Strathbogie, who asked not to be named, said he was enraged when he heard the news. Jano me feel away. A nice girl, you know, I mean I condone what happened to her. Me vex man, cause me can't believe somebody that really do that. It's a girl when I really stay up on roadside like we saw, but you always see her pass with her baby father upon him bike, or you see her with the two children. See, all them pitney there, I will grow up without their mother now. Can't believe what happened in Jamaica here, he said. Foster's body is the second one found in the Petersfield area this week. Another unidentified female was found in Hertford Monday night. The body was decomposed. The Westmoreland police are investigating both incidents. Bus overturns in major crash on PJ Patterson Highway. There was a major accident involving a public passenger bus and a motor car along the PJ Patterson Highway in St. Catherine on Wednesday afternoon. Eyewitness reports are that a car lost its bumper and was reversing along the thoroughfare when a bus collided with the car. The bus overturned, resulting in 5 people being badly injured. The bus reportedly plies the St. Elizabeth to Kingston route. 22-year-old Clarendon man charged with wounding with intent. Davin Scaife, otherwise called Tutoman, a 22-year-old labourer of Osborne Store, Clarendon, has been arrested and charged following an incident in his community on Wednesday, December 15, 2021. He has been charged with wounding with intent and illegal possession of firearm and ammunition. Scaife is accused of attacking a man at his home, chasing him and firing several shots at him. The man managed to escape and was assisted to the hospital where he was admitted in serious condition. On Wednesday, January 12, Scaife was brought to the station by his attorney where he was interviewed and subsequently charged. Truck transporting Beverages Overturns in Spurtree looted. 2 men narrowly escaped serious injuries after the truck they were traveling in overturned on the crash-prone Spurtree Hill Main Road in Manchester on Wednesday. It is reported that the driver of the truck, which was transporting cases of soft drinks, lost control of the unit, resulting in it overturning in a yard where scores of trucks have crashed down the years. The truck was looted by passers-by until the police arrived on the scene. Spurtree resident Dalton Carpenter said that the crash happened shortly after 6 a.m. When I come down off of the hill, the side man of the door wide open, so when it overturned and flat out, the door catch it up that them couldn't come out, he explained. The accident-prone Spurtree Hill is a major thoroughfare that links Mandeville and its environs to St. Elizabeth and points west. Migrant criminals drifting to Manchester. The Manchester police say they're responding with intelligence-driven operations to concerns about migrant criminals committing crimes in the South Central Parish. Speaking at last Thursday's monthly meeting of the local municipality, head of the Manchester Police Superintendent Lloyd Darby said 2 murders, 3 robberies and 3 break-ins and a shooting incident have occurred in Manchester since the start of the year. The shooting incident, which happened in St. Toulis, resulted in a man being injured, with police intelligence suggesting that it stemmed from another incident in Fogo Road, Clarendon. We continue to seek to protect our borders because we realize that some of these incidents really stem from neighbouring parishes, said Darby. He said the Manchester police have been working with neighbouring police divisions as criminals continue to network. The migration of criminals has always been a concern. We know that people meet when they are incarcerated and form relationships and bonds, so they go all over Jamaica. We're attacking their network in terms of intelligence and in terms of operations on our roads, which is a big part of how we police, he explained. Moreover, councillors on both political sides are worried about the trend. Councillor for the Belfield Division, People's National Party Mario Mitchell, called on the police to increase their presence with dragnets. He added that he believes there's coordination between criminals, especially in the southern parts of the Manchester-St. Elizabeth border. The migration of criminals seems to be a concern, and I would love some increase in police presence on our major thoroughfares. I remember when I used to come up Spurtree, whether late or early at nights, police had dragnets, and I haven't seen them in the longest while, he said. Councillor for the Poor's Division, Jamaica Labour Party Claudia Morant Baker, said she was shocked to have heard 7 gunshots in her backyard in the St. Toulis incident. In response, Darby said the police's manpower is being challenged by officers contracting COVID-19. We continue to work with the reality of COVID-19. It is affecting the manpower at the station. As we speak, there are several officers who are in isolation or quarantine as a result of the virus, he said. He added that the police continue to enforce the provisions of the Disaster Risk Management Act. The deployment of police officers is impacted by the virus, but we continue internally to encourage our members to observe the protocols and to get vaccinated, he said. In reflecting on crime statistics for last year, Darby said 2021 was a challenging year. It was a year where we saw an increase in most of our 7 categories of major crimes. There were 444 crimes committed, compared to 361 for 2020, he said. There were 33 murders committed in 2021, the same as 2020. Shootings decreased by 3, with 32 recorded in comparison to 35 in 2020. Robberies saw an increase with 99 incidents, compared to 74, and reported cases of rape increased with 21 compared to 9 in 2020. Further, Darby said in previous years, more crimes were committed overall, with the highest being 654 in 2016. However, when we look at a trend in our crimes for the past 6 years, from 2016 onward to 2021, we see where, although we had an increase, the overall crimes for 2021, it was still the second lowest period in that 6 years. So only 2020 had more than 2021 when we look at the crime trends, Darby explained, adding that the 2020 lockdowns kept people indoors and resulted in less opportunity for criminals to commit crime. Meanwhile, Darby said 20 illegal firearms were seized in 2021, 4 more than in 2020, whereas 34 stolen vehicles were recovered, mostly through the use of trackers. The swiftness with which the perpetrators were able to move the vehicles, it is as if they have a key or some sophisticated system that disables the alarm, he said. Some of the vehicles were able to recover through tracking devices, and that is a good method to protect your vehicle. We encourage people who haven't spent millions to purchase a vehicle to spend a little more to protect it. Jamaica reports 1,098 new COVID cases, 4 deaths. Jamaica reported 1,098 new cases of COVID-19 and 4 virus-related deaths on Tuesday. This pushed the total number of cases of the virus since the start of the pandemic to 116,084 and the death toll to 2,555. Of the newly reported cases, there were 650 females and 448 males with ages ranging from 3 days to 98 years. The cases were recorded in Kingston and St. Andrew, 380, St. Catherine, 204, St. James, 131, Clarendon, 68, St. Mary, 65, Portland, 48, St. Thomas, 44, Manchester, 39, Trelawney, 30, Westmoreland 30, Hanover 26, St. Anne 26, and the St. Elizabeth 7. The deceased are 2 women ages 73 and 80, and a 77-year-old man from St. Catherine. A 79-year-old man from St. Elizabeth was also among the latest victims. The deaths were recorded between January and September 2021. Another death was reported under investigation. According to the latest statistics from the Ministry of Health and Wellness, the country also recorded 200 new recoveries, bringing the total number of recoveries to 67,681. The country's positivity rate now stands at 60.3%. There are 577 people hospitalized, 20 of them critically ill. There are 14,962 confirmed active cases on the island. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.